First here, I'll look at this.
Okay, I'm gonna add you into the call. Yeah, I mean, he wants to be in. Are you okay with that or not?
Who are you adding?
Train. Are you okay with that?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Run train on me. My main points that I want to make is that one, these are unregulated gambling sites. Two, people say that your audience is older, but like, I mean, you're gonna have a lot of kids watching you on Twitch. Okay.
You can make that case an argument and have a point for any content creator.
I'm going to ask you a question, okay? A very simple one. Have you sat through a 20-hour stream of mine? Just one of them.
No.
See, like, this is the problem. So, like, my biggest, like...
You're misrepresenting gambling as a concept, even though it's already bad.
Reasons my streamers are justified in doing gambling streams. You haven't watched my 20-hour streams. 2, you're misrepresenting gambling, which is good.
You're making it worse.
3, gambling is actually a lot of fun. Have you considered it? 4, I get paid a lot of money to do the gambling streams, which is very important for me.
Just for bag it, which is legitimately pretty evil.
How much money do you get paid every month from them?
Well, right now...
Ethan is making, wait, what? Ethan has not watched 24 hours of Train clicking replay on candy-themed slot machine.
My biggest, like...
You're misrepresenting gambling as a concept, even though it's already bad, you're making it worse just for bag it, which is legitimately pretty evil.
How much money?
Ethan is making gambling sound like it might not be good for children, which is evil, by the way. I think that is an evil thing. So he's making a lot of good points. I'm going to hear him out here, okay? One, because these are my favorite streamers, obviously, my juicer. And I am looking at this logically and in a sound way and in a morally consistent way. Why are you pulling clips from 2 years ago? Motherfucker, has anything changed? This guy's like, why are you pulling old clips? Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Cause cause a lot changed and it didn't even, oh wait, that's right. That didn't even, nothing changed. No, this is from 2021. This is from a year ago. This is the first time we had this conversation.
Money do you get paid?
Back then, XQC had actually done one gambling stream that he actually pulled out from, but he was still defending it. He was still defending the honor of gambling streams, which at the time I thought was like weird that he was doing that because like, both Ethan and myself had praised him for like at the very least stopping the gambling streams, right? But now I know why he was defending it. So
every month from them.
Well, right now I'm down.
How much do they pay you as a flat fee every month?
I'll tell you, $1 million a month. And I'm down 2.8 million this month.
You also get a commission from the people that use your bonus
Honestly,
code, right?
Trainwrecks is very bad at gambling. That is true.
I get amount wagered, but I don't push the code at all. And I tell
people on your screen the whole time, right?
It is on my screen, but I tell people not to gamble at all. Every hour, every win, I tell them not to gamble. I tell them they will
come on.
Through gambling, Trainwrecks is actually teaching his viewers not to gamble. Yeah, and the reason why Stake is actually giving money to Train at the time, as we discussed and as we correctly called out and pointed out, yeah, this Ethan guy, I don't really like him. He's got a funny hat on, not making good points. XQC making good points. Train making great points. Okay, like the fact that they pay Train $1 million a month because he's teaching people not to gamble.
What do you mean performative? That's performative.
What about sports betting? What do you mean, what about sports betting? That's bad too, dumbass. The fuck do you mean? It's awful. And not only is it awful, it's literally ruining the integrity of the fucking sports itself. There was a reason why that shit was so fucking frowned upon back in the day before every goddamn team was like sponsored by DraftKings, you idiot. Yeah, it makes it more fun because it actually like raises the stakes for you so you can finally watch every fucking game. So it's a win-win. But all you dummies don't even realize that quite literally don't realize that like gambling and professional sports betting is ruining professional sports as well. So yeah, I'm fully on board with even hyper-regulating that shit, making sure that it's separate, except it's never going to be because it's making too much fucking money. But if I know who's going to win first, yeah, you're right. Also, hold on. Bro, why are you screaming at us? I'm not screaming at you guys, but I need everybody to understand that. Okay. I need everyone to understand. I need everyone to understand. Stop with this what about shit. Like, multiple things can be bad, okay? I don't know why you think like if you arrive at like a consistent position, or if you find an inconsistency in me, which you're not going to, because I have openly stated my positions on this stuff already, but like that's not going to change the damage. You know what I mean? Like that's not going to magically turn gambling into an overall morally good thing to promote on the platform. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but the difference between like at least gambling in a fucking casino or whatever is that like, or even alcohol, is that there are regulatory checks between you, a underage person, being able to do this illegally, and it makes it infinitely harder. Whereas with a crypto gambling casino with a fucking VPN, you're just boom, you're on there. You're immediately there. You know what I mean? Like it's the worst of the worst, right? And I think everyone that has criticized this stuff has openly stated that as well, which is that like a lot of these things are bad. Like a lot of these things are bad, certainly, absolutely. But the reason why this is the worst is because there is basically no fucking boundary between you, an underage juicer, or anyone really for that, as a matter of fact, like even if you're older, because like you can still be susceptible to the desire, the call of gambling. And there are very little checks between you losing money on one of these fucking websites. There's like very little regulatory burden here.
There's a reason they're paying you $1 million a month. You could say, hey, fucking don't gamble. You're gambling. They're paying you $1 million a month flat to gamble. You're getting a commission from all the people using your code. It's not, you can't just dance around it like, hey guys, wink, wink, don't gamble. That's just, I understand.
No, wait, let me respond. You are virtue signaling and high roading at that point.
That's right. That's right. Fucking owned him. Tell him, dude. Tell Ethan. What a cuck. What a fucking soy lord. What a woke lord, soy lord, SJW fucking virtue signaling, signaling the virtue that gambling is an incredibly addictive and very suicidal addiction. Fuck you, Ethan. How dare you say that? Fucking own, dude. Boom. Not a top G. Not a top G, a bottom G. Okay?
I am not pushing my code in hopes to make money from my code. I am not telling them. And
why be sponsored at all?
Wait, do you know that when I won that million, I put $3.5 million in to get that million? No, you don't. And let me tell you what, if you did know it, you would still exclude it because it doesn't fit your narrative to sell the show that you need to be successful.
I don't think the fact that you're losing money, you're saying I'm in it for the love of the game, which is great, which is nice and all, but you're still getting paid $1 million a month. And how much are you making on your code, by the way?
In 3 months, I made $250K. In 3 months, that's nothing.
That's a crazy amount. Jesus fucking.
Yeah.
I literally.
That's nothing, dude. That's nothing. Dude, a lot of this does actually unironically just go off vibes though, because like if those words ever came out of my mouth, I would be executed. Okay. Someone would come to my house and shoot me with a gun if I ever said that. That would be fucking played over and over again throughout the halls of Congress, okay? Like, can you imagine? I mean, that's so much. First of all, that's a lot of fucking money. It's not nothing. But anyway, that's besides the point.
$150,000 is a lot of money, by the way.
How can you tell me that I'm making it look sustainable when you just admitted you haven't watched a single stream? Can you tell me that as an...
How does Train's 4 years of gambling, $1 million penthouse depict gambling as sustainable?
You tell me, how can you pay? Most people can't sustain losing millions of dollars a month. That doesn't seem like a sustainable hobby to me.
Now you want to shame me because I can? Gambling is degenerate. You understand?
This argument is dumb. If somebody wants to lose all their money, I mean, they can if they have the funds for it. I don't know.
You don't gamble to make money. And if you watched one of my streams, H3,
you do.
Yeah, because I'm fucking addicted and I'm a fucking idiot. But it's not sustainable. I've lost the last 8 minutes.
You're deluded, bro. You know everything.
One of the best things that came out of this, obviously, this is like what sparked the Leftovers podcast as well, when we had this conversation together. But one of the best moments that came out of this was when XUC said he's the referee, dude, which was at least one of my favorite like debate lord takes I've ever heard, which was like, I make the rules. You're doing a nonchalance. I'm the referee, dude. And that's that. I mean, honestly, it was good.
You're doing is wrong, and you don't want to give it up
That's
because
not
you're good.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be the referee. I'm gonna be the referee. He throws real facts and concrete evidence at you, and you throw curveballs and nonchalance at him, and it upsets him.
Evidence. He says,
Fucking owned, dude. Okay. But like for real, I probably shouldn't have even watched this video on stream because like these are really good arguments, and quite frankly, I know that I've been a bit of a crusader against gambling on the platform for the past however many fucking years that it's been on the platform this aggressively. But have you maybe considered that XQC is the referee and he won the argument? Jesus. I mean, it's good. It's good.
In the beginning, before Matt, you were talking to you, I had this inkling feeling you were doing this for a show. Now that I'm sitting here talking to you and telling you this stuff, and your responses are these, I know for a fact it's a show. Like, this is insane to me.
bro, my honest human-to-human advice is that I really think that you need help with your gambling addiction.
Okay.
Like, it just sounds like in a really real way that you are in a really bad spot. It's hurting you. And it sounds like you do have a lot of money invested from crypto, which is amazing. And I don't think anyone wants you to lose your ass doing this, because gambling, you're gonna lose everything. And the people watching are gonna lose everything too if they're getting involved.
What is this, Dr. Phil? Well, guys, come on, then.
Hey, at least he's entertaining. That's true. This video was originally published on July 22nd, 2021. Nothing has changed besides there being a lot more viewers who have lost everything and gained an addiction. Many of those whose stories you can read on #TwitchStopGambling. You're going to get called a commoner for this. Being the other commoners when the king is banished from games of fortune and favor. Train's one and only argument to this day is that people do everything for show and clout. Yeah, I mean, dude, okay. Here. My counter to that is always this, okay? If everyone is doing everything for show and clout, let's say that that's the truth. Let's say that that's God's honest truth, right? If everyone's doing everything for show and for fucking clout, if everyone's doing everything for show and clout, don't you think that it's better that you do good things for show and clout instead of bad things for show and clout? Even if that was the case. Anyway, a second Ostonox clip. We've already seen it. Do you think more people would listen to Ostonox if he wasn't a vegan? Yes.
Waiting for Hasan. What will he do when he's live? Is he gonna commentate on random videos? Go mold and cry. He can't keep getting away with it.